everyone, it's me, Kai Raven. Today, I thought I would do some how to draw things. Recently, one of my younger siblings said that they wanted to get into drawing people. I am not the best at drawing people at all, but I am willing to give it a shot, and I'm willing to make some how to draw videos just to help my sibling out. I have quite a few how to draw books, especially when it comes to manga or anime styles. The book that I'm specifically using today to help guide me through this how to draw tutorial instruction video is a figure drawing book. So I thought today we'll work with something simple. There's different things about drawing people, but we'll work with the most simple thing. And first things first, when drawing a person, is drawing the head. Am I right? Am I wrong? No. So, when you go to draw a person, there are, well, especially a head, I'm going to specifically focus on drawing in three different positions. So there is the first one, which is the front view, the second one, which is called profile or side view, and then the third one is called 3/4 view, which is basically a diagonal view that is between front and profile. Excuse me, kitty. I love you, Butters, but can you please get off my lap? I'm in the middle of recording a video, baby. No, get on the bed. Get on the bed and stay on the bed, okay, baby? Be a good kitty. Or go play with a ponytail. Well, actually, no, I can't tell you to go play with a ponytail, because ponytails are not good for cats. But anyways, so the first one I want to focus on, whoops. Alright, that's not where I want this to be. There we go. That goes up there. So I want to focus, first off, okay, hold on. I gotta test my pressure. There we go. Pressure test is the best. So I'm doing this digitally, but if you want to, you can follow along on a piece of paper, or otherwise what is known as traditionally. Traditional art is usually on paper or on a piece of canvas. Digital art is usually on a computer. Alright, so the first one I'm just going to do a basic circle. Oh my gosh, cat, don't. Cat? I love you, Butters, but stay off the desk. No. Don't, no. My cat doesn't understand that I'm in the middle of something. That's okay, I love her though. Oh wow, okay. This is looking more like an oval than a circle, and this is bothering me. Why does that look... Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to let it upset me. I'm just going to sit here with this eraser and erase the one line I don't want. There we go. Perfect. So I'm just going to take this layer, copy it, paste it 2 times, lock those layers, hide those layers, and cat, Butters, I love you, but stop, please, baby. No. Yes, I love you. Give me a second, okay? Where's Catnip Mouse? Go play with Catnip Mouse, okay, baby? Okay, Butter, baby. Go play with Catnip Mouse. I know, you want attention, but not right now. So first view is the front view. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to draw a circle. And then from here, yes, I'm using cheat tools. So we're going to just draw a line going down like this. And then, depending on how you're going to draw the face, actually, no, it doesn't matter how you draw the face. However you end up drawing the face, you're always going to draw a line that is somewhat curving downward, but at the same time, like, not completely down, if that makes sense. Why is this brush like this? This is not how my brush is supposed to be. Hold on, I need to undo all of this and just drop that down to a 60 where it's supposed to be. Oh my gosh, cat, knock it off. I'm sorry, knock it off. I love you, but no, knock it off. Alright, this is probably not the same size. Anywho. So you're just going to draw that curved line right there. And that is basically the underside of where the eyes are going to go. The eyes are usually right here. Or, well, no, not that far apart, but you get the basic idea. They're usually about that part. Alright, next part of the face that we are going to focus on. Whoops. Dropped a sheet of paper. My bad. Now that we have this bottom part of the circle, we have this point right here. So looking at this book, what we're going to do is we're going to take it from this point right here, and we're just going to draw what is basically the cheeks. And then from the cheeks, we're going to curve that line down to the chin. So you have the chin. Oh wow, that looks terrible. That looks really elongated on my side, and I do not like that at all. General rule of thumb when drawing faces is however long you make this line, which shouldn't be very long at all, this line is where the chin is going to be. So excuse me while I feather. I do a lot of feathering when I draw. How does that look? Nope, still looks too elongated. Ugh, that's really bugging me. I should not be a perfectionist, but I kind of am. Because people's faces are never that elongated. Alright, so here, let's just curve the chin in a little bit more like this. And I'm going to take this... What the heck? Okay. Erase that. Let's erase that line right there since we don't need it anymore. That looks like a much better face, and I'm just going to erase this here too. Oh, good grief. Okay. Pressure test again. Okay. So that is the basic start to our face. Hold on, I'm gonna... On my screen, it looks like the face is a little too smushed. Of course, I'm using a drawing tablet. But when I look up at the recording software on my other screen, the face looks perfect. So I'm gonna stop bothering with it. I'm also gonna fix this line because this line is too far up. Like, this line should really be ever so slightly above the jaw. So like right here. That's where that should be. And maybe not as curved, but a little bit. Okay. So then we are going to, from here, figure out where to put things. So when I look at faces, and especially when I'm drawing people faces, I usually like to just like look in the mirror. If I don't have a mirror with me, I usually find proportions by feeling my own face. So I'll feel where my chin is and then just go up my jawline and feel around for other features like my ears. So when I do this, general rule of thumb is that usually the ears start where the corner of your lower jaw ends, if you know what I mean, like where your lower jaw becomes part of your cheek, where that jawbone is. So that's usually where the ears come from. And those may look like Dumbo ears. I'm trying here. And everyone's ears are different. So if you're drawing like a friend of yours, just look at their ears. Keep in mind that everyone's ears are different. Oops, I don't need that tool. Not everyone has the same type of ears. Just keep in mind your friend's ear shape for the most part. Good grief, I keep hearing gunshots outside. That shouldn't be too surprising because of where I live. Lots of people like to do deer hunting outside, but that sounded like it was just down the road, and that kind of scares me. We'll focus on detail of the face a little bit more. But now we're going to figure out where we're going to put the eyes and everything else. So depending on who you're drawing, I'm just gonna real quick take this here, and we're just gonna basically do like a line where the hair would go. So like the hairline goes about right here and then curves around the forehead like that. And this is just a basic hairline where your hair grows. Not really anything specific. I just want to put that out there so that we can focus on the rest of the face. Okay, from here we are going to figure out where the eyes, the nose, and the mouth are. Again, I like to look in a mirror. If I don't have a mirror, I will just feel my own face to figure out where everything is. So if, say, we have our nose, I'm just going to do a general shape here. Nose here. Eyebrows are about right here. And if eyebrows are about right here, feeling the nose, there's a good gap here. And then eyes are about right here. About. Not being accurate, but I'm saying that general about where they are. Hold on, I'm just fixing some lines. It's not going to be perfect. I have to tell myself it's just not going to be perfect, but I shouldn't try to strive for perfection. And then from here, if you feel the nose usually looks like that, kind of. It's not perfect. I'll fix it later. So from here, nose, got those two lines. And then you have the upper lip, the mouth, and the lower lip. That looks about right. That's not my best drawing in the entire world, but that's about right. Hold on. It looks, again, really awkward on my screen, but we'll fix this in a few. So from here, let's focus on the eyes a little bit. Now, this character book has two different things. It focuses on a woman's face and then on a man's face. So I kind of want to go for something that's a little bit of a more gender neutral face. But actually it really shouldn't matter, but again, I'm just trying to go for something that's a little bit more gender neutral just in case, because you never know who your subject is going to be. If you're drawing a guy, then do your best to draw the guy's face. If you're drawing a woman, then do your best to draw her face. If you're drawing another, I don't know, general rules of thumb. Anywho, so I'm going to focus in on the eyes now. I'm going to use a different brush to focus in on the eyes. So when it comes to eyes, generally eyes are more almond shaped. I'm going to quickly pull up a selfie on my phone. I don't like taking selfies and I don't like posting them, but I'm just going to pull one up for my own reference. So normally you have, let's see, hold on. You have this kind of eye shape, and then it like curves down there, and then your eye goes like that, kind of. It's not perfect. I'm just giving a generalization here. Also, these eyes might be a little bit small for this face. Then again, you never know. Maybe your subject has smaller eyes than most people. But no one has, like, anime eyes. That would be ridiculous. So, a general rule of thumb when it comes to eyes, and I remember in one of my other books that I'm not going to pull out at the moment, your eyes, usually if you have that shape, then what you're going to want to do is just like make circles where the eyes would go. And this is your eyeball, basically. Hold on, I'm going to fix the shape of the eyeball. Because this shape don't look good. So that's the general shape of your eyeball behind your eyes. And your eyeballs, compared to what your actual eyes look like on the outside, are actually a little bit bigger. Your eyeballs stay the same size your entire life. They never grow, which I find interesting. So, and we have tear ducts. So don't forget to show where the tear ducts are. Tear ducts are actually kind of important when you draw eyes, because tear ducts are a very important part of the eyes. Hold on. Grr. I'm trying my best here. There we go. And then I'm just gonna erase that. It looks weird. I know it looks weird. Again, I'm not very good at drawing people at all. I'm trying, though. And then we have the other part of the eyeball that ends in the other tear duct on this side of your eye, which actually isn't very visible. So hold on, I'm just gonna fix this up real quick. Looks nasty, looks ugly, but again, the other side of your eyeball's not very visible in the corner there. That looks like a generally good shaped eye, I guess. Hold on. I know I have better pictures of eyes and where the tear ducts would be. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna fix this up, so I'm not very happy with it. So tear ducts are usually out like that. Oops. For crying out loud, I'm trying. Trying, and my little perfectionist butt is like, no, it's not good enough. Okay, there we go. So there's your eyeballs. From there, we are then going to draw a little bit of the eyelids, because your eye isn't... When your eye is open, you still have eyelids that are exposed. So, hold on, I'm just gonna lower that there. So your eyelids usually are about right there on your eye. And then from your eyelids, you're just going to measure the distance between your eyelids and your eyebrows. Eyebrows are about a finger's width from the very top of your eyelids. Sometimes your eyelashes, depending on how your face is. Some eyebrows are not all eyebrows are the same, I will say that. So eyebrows usually go from this part of your nose, and then they just go out to, I'm going to measure this. That's about where your eyebrows are. So actually, I'm going to erase these lines here. I'm just going to start erasing these lines. I mean, you're going to need them, but I'm erasing them for myself so that they don't get in the way. So, and again, focus on the person's eyebrow shape, because not all eyebrows have the same shape. And then there we go. So I'll get rid of these lines that show where everything is. And I'll bring in the eyebrows just a little bit. Whoops, that's too much in. Oh, frickin' A. But that's the general idea. Alright, anywho. Then you have the thing between your brows, which is usually right here. That's just between your brows. If you ever get angry and your eyebrows will go all scrunchy, then your face kind of does that kind of thing. Not exactly like that, just a little bit like that. Alrighty, so from here, we're gonna do the nose. And not all noses are the same, so bear with me here. I will specifically be drawing somewhat of what my nose looks like. Just for reference, I have a little bit of a Roman nose. So what my nose does is it goes like this, and I'm going to break this up into parts. And then it does that. And then it does that. Kind of. That doesn't look very good. Ooh. Alright, I'll fix it later. But my nose is a little bit more of a Roman nose. It's not fun. And then of course there's the nostril there. And the face lines that I just drew randomly for no apparent reason. Just going to continue erasing this line down the middle since it's in the way of everything else. That's actually really important to focus on. And while I'm at it, just going to erase it up here too. So, hold on, I'm bringing this back so I can look at proportions. Alright, doesn't look too bad. The eyes here, I might need to make just a little bit, ever so slightly bigger. because no one's eyes are that tiny. But they're not too terribly huge either, so hold on a second. Let me... Just bringing it out a little bit more. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Copying the layer. Pasting the layer. I'm gonna mirror it. And then this layer underneath on this side. I'm just gonna get rid of Alright, now let's look at it from afar. That looks better. That actually looks a lot better. Not perfect, but better. Nose and lips will have to be elongated. So let's see. Chin, let me measure this out. Chin is like 2 finger spaces, so there's your chin. From your chin, there's your lip. And your lip is your mouth. Then you got those 2 random lines that go right under your nose. And I'm going to erase that, because nobody needs that. Alright. So again, Roman nose-ish. Just going to fix this up. I don't necessarily like that I have a Roman nose, but I can't exactly fix that either. Unless I did plastic surgery, but don't exactly have the money for that. And then my nose has a little bit of a bump to it at the top, so sticking that bump there. And since I'm sticking that bump there to say, hey, that's this part of the nose, then I'll be elongating this part out a little bit. I could probably make it thinner at the top too. This is supposed to be a drawing tutorial for my brothers to watch, as well as other people who might want to get into drawing, but... Alrighty, there we go. So that's about... That's about that. And then, of course, from this part of the nose, where that bridge may be, after the bridge, then your nose kind of fans out into this weird thing that's on the side. You don't have to necessarily draw that part, but I do. And you don't need to, again, you don't need to necessarily draw it. Also, you don't need to necessarily draw this part either. It's just a good general tip of where that is. So from those 2 weird lines that go like, basically like that, up towards your nose, now we're going to do the lips. So those lines kind of create that little divot in your upper lip. And again, this exists for men too. This isn't just a woman thing. Like, guys have lips too. Maybe not as big or as pronounced of lips, but men most definitely have lips. There we go. Alright, so there's that. Now we're just gonna start... Whoops, that's not how they look. They have a little bit of a smooth angle there. Just very smooth, not so noticeable. Gonna erase this just a little bit to make it not as noticeable as it is. There! A little bit. Kind of better. Not exactly better, but a little bit better. Just ever a little bit. Sorry if I'm being a little bit of a perfectionist. That's what I do. So you got the top lips that just kind of give a smile. And again, if you're drawing like a specific person, do focus on what their face actually looks like. Okay, now from here we're gonna do the bottom lips, which kind of just look a little bit like... The bottom lips are kind of bigger than the upper lips. Whoops. In this drawing book, for the guy that they drew, they did the lips kind of like this, sort of. Well, not like that, but... Nope, that looks goofy. So in general, they kind of did the guy's lips like that. The women's lips in this drawing book look more like this. So kind of poofy. But everyone knows that's not how lips look. And again, this character book that I'm drawing from, well, actually I didn't say this before, but side note, this book that I'm drawing from or using as for reference is most definitely for more cartoony drawings. Not exactly realism. Okie dokie. So, lips from the very corners, because they do have to touch. So from here, then we draw the lower lips. And I'll just get rid of that line because that was the line for the chin, so it has no need to exist. I'm going to erase the one side. Same on here, just gonna erase the one side. This is more for cartoony type stuff. There. Alright, now we can look at the ears just a little bit. So again. Just look at the person you're drawing and go from there. General rule of thumb for the ears. Like what I usually do is I just feel to get a somewhat accurate know-how of where things are. So I'm going to start from this part of the ear. So from there, you go up, you get this part of the lobe. Whoops. And then you also have another part on the inside of that lobe that also just kind of goes down here. Hold on. Because this lobe goes about right here on your ear. That's where it goes. And then you have the inner part of that lobe that just goes like that, kind of. And then you have the inside of the ear. And then you have this part. I don't know what this part is called, but it goes right here. And it just connects your ear to where this lobe starts. Alright, now my best drawing. Definitely not my best drawing of a person, but this is farther than I've usually gotten with drawing a person. Oops. Now I'm just trying to erase some lines so it looks a little bit more person-y. Oof. And also, everyone's earlobes look different, so some people may have larger lobes, and others may have smaller lobes. Others, like myself, I have smaller lobes that actually attach more to my face than most other people's. Again, just focus on your subject, look at how they are, look at how they appear, and draw from there. Alright, so this is, again, a gender-neutral person. From here, depending on what your subject looks like, just do whatever random stuff you want. I'm going to go back to the eyes real quick, just to draw in the pupils, or not the pupils, but the main part of the eye. And I'm just going to do this. Just going to do some very simple it's probably too big, but oh well. Hold on. I can do this. Just to lighten up that area. And then you have the actual pupil. And then you have the light in the eye. It's mirrored, so whoops. Anywho, that is the front face for a person. So now I'm going to, well, actually, no, I shouldn't lock this layer. I'm going to move this up here. Then I'm going to lock it, and now I'm going to work on this one. So this one is the side or the profile view. Hold on, I'm going to, whoop. So, general rule, just follow with this head. So with the head, what you're going to do is you're going to take a line going almost straight down the middle. And this is going to be your guideline for the, hold on. Let me just make that a little bit towards the middle-ish. There we go. That's going to be your guideline for where where you're going to put the part of the face and where you're going to put the back of the head. Now, it depends on which way you want to draw your character. Do you want your character to face this way, or do you want them to face that way? I'm specifically going to have my character facing this direction. So, from here, I'm going to do a very weird face shape that reminds me a lot of Isaac from the Orville, who has a very smooth face in the front. Whoops. Probably shouldn't get rid of that, but oh well. If you haven't watched The Orville, it's an adult TV show, so I don't recommend, younger kids watching it. But it's basically a Star Trek series, not actually facing... it doesn't have, like, the cast of the actual Star Trek characters that you see in the movies, but it is within the Star Trek universe, and I actually love the storyline. The characters in the series are absolutely amazing. I would have to say Isaac is by far my favorite character. And it's not just because he's a robot, but because he has some pretty good chemistry with the doctor on board, and he's actually trying to, like, understand how people work and how they get along with each other and such. So anywho, hold on. That's the wrong part of the face that I erased. I need to erase more of the outside part. This is just to get a general face shape in. Say, hey, this is where things are. So from here, the eye line is going to go about right. Let's see. Eye line is about right here. So we're going to take this. We are going to draw the forehead here. Whoops. I need to see if I can get this eraser to do this for me. Just to lighten up these lines so I can see what I'm doing. Because I don't need to be blind going in here. Alright. Then I'll fix that. So, if the eyes are around this area... we then need to figure out, where's the nose going to go? Where's the forehead going to go? So I'm going to draw from the top of the head here. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go down. So this is the forehead. And then it's actually going to go inward, where the eyebrows are. Whoops. Which I did way too soon. So I'm here. Eye is here. Hold on. Okay, general eyeball. So the forehead actually exists here, and then it dips inward there. Because again, eyebrow. This person looks a little bit angry. Whoops. That is completely okay. I will fix this. So, eyebrow, forehead, to the actual head. There we go. And then we are going to... Hell, I should fix the forehead, because what I see in this drawing book is that the forehead actually goes more like this way, and then it curves to the head. Again, this is more for cartoony drawing, so most heads are a lot more rounded where that part meets up. But I'm just fixing it a little bit so that it's a little bit more accurate. Oh. If you're following along with me on paper, don't have to be exact with me, because as you can see, I keep going back to fix mistakes that I've made, which is completely okay. I hear people say there are no mistakes in art. There can be mistakes. Art is not always perfect. What's that right there? Okay, that was just some random line that exists. Alright, from here we are going to sketch out the nose. And then from the nose, the upper lip. Hold on. Nose, upper lip, lower lip, and the chin. And hopefully this doesn't look too weird. I might need to swoop up this nose just a little bit more. Hold on, I'm gonna go in and fix this whole thing just so it looks a little bit more human-like and not weird. There we go. So this part where the eyebrow part of the forehead meets the nose isn't exactly curved. It's kind of a awkward bump, but I'm just curving it for time's sake. There we go. Not the best drawing, but we're gonna fix it as we go. It's what it's all about. It's just fixing as we go. So I'm going to draw the back of the head now. And what the back of the head does is really weird. Because it basically stops right at this line, but it protrudes just a little more out that way. And this is going to set us up for the neck. Because not too many people draw profile views without the neck also. And then from here, we're going to do this type of line. And this is the neck. Although it appears to me that the neck should be more like right here. Again, just following from what this book seems to be showing me. Just focus on your subject and how they look and figure it out from there. Hold on. I'm gonna do this with this brush so that it looks a little bit more fine-tuned, I guess. Heads are weird to draw. I've never noticed how weird it is to draw a head before until now. And from here, we then draw the brain. I'm kidding. That is a terrible looking brain, by the way. I took biology. I should know how to draw a brain better than that. I guess I don't. Hold on, I'm just erasing a few more lines. And then we'll get to the actual... This is so freaking weird. Hold on, I'm gonna... That's not what I need. This is what I need. Just gonna cheat a little bit and bring this out a little bit more. which may look weird, yes, but, oops. There we go. No, stop. That's not what I want. And then we have that. It's actually pretty accurate when you think of how the head is. Because you have the head and then you have where it connects to the neck. And then you have to deal with the rest of the neck, which is also pretty weird. Because depending on how the person's neck is, then you could either deal with someone who looks like that or someone who has like... I probably did that too early. I'll fix that later. But anyways, so then you have the neck that goes from underneath the chin. And again, depending on the person. That looks more accurate. I say more accurate, but I'm going to be honest, my art is not as accurate as it could be. And depending on who you're drawing, if you're drawing a guy, then men have what is usually called an Adam's apple, and sometimes it's right there. As I'm going to repeat throughout this entire video, just focus on your subject. Focus on your subject, figure out where everything is on your subject, figure out how they appear, how they look, and draw them from there. And this is what is called a bust. A bust is usually the head and the neck and the beginning of the chest. So, let's see if the chest is there. This is almost a bust. Almost, I say. Not exactly a bust, but almost. Almost. Ignore most of what I'm doing. I'm just fixing up my lines for the sake of fixing up my lines. Alright, now we can focus on the rest of the face. And I'm going to get rid of this part along with this part. And I'm just going to fix this real quick. Because in all honesty, this goes right here and then up. It looks weird, but bear with me here. Okay. Now your subject may be smiling. If they are smiling, then their lips are going to look like this with a little bit of a curve at the end. I know from this angle it appears to be weird. So there's that. And the lip on here is actually like right there. So it's really small. And yet when you go to draw the lower lip is actually more like down here. Hold on. There we go. And again, just Fixing up my lines just a little bit. Ignore me. And then you have, from the lower lip, you have this little divot before your face reaches the chin. And this chin is, the face is way too, you know. So actually I'm going to fix this. So the divot here, and then the chin. Going into the jawline, I'm going to make it a little bit flatter. Just trying to make this a more gender neutral face, just in case. Like if you end up if you are following along with me and you want to make this character a guy, then you can. If you want to make it a woman, then you can. All depends on who your subject is. Okay. And then you have the jaw. And from here, things get pretty fun. Just erasing all the rest of these lines that I no longer need. Whoops. Okay. Now, similar with this drawing here, ears usually start where the corner of your jaw is, and most of the time the corner of your jaw is about right in this area. So if the corner of your jaw is right in that area, we're going to take this. I'm actually going to switch it up just a little bit. Just following along with the curve of my own jaw. So and it's not like jaws are incredibly visible. Anywho. So then, if you're drawing from here, the corner of your eye, then you get your ear. And again, your ear usually connects right before your jaw. So there's your basic ear. And now I'm going to go in and detail this ear out, along with this jawline. So I'm going to do the lobe. First. Start out with the lobe. And then, sorry if the mic is picking up the sound of my stylus on my tablet. That happens. And then we have this here. It goes this way and then straight down. So now I can, whoops, fix up these lines. Okay, not really. But it is what I have, so. There. Okay, now for the ear. So between this here and this here, you have that really weird thing that goes like right here. I don't know what that's called. Whatever this thing is called, it's weird. Anywho. Then you have the rest of this earlobe that goes about right there. Connects with this part here. Not doing my best to draw, but. And then you have the awkward shape on the inside that goes like right around here. And then you got this other awkward shape on the inside of your ear that's like right about here. And it just kind of goes there, sort of. You have a lot of awkward shapes in your ear. You just need to like focus on them. And then you have a little line like right here, some sort of muscle or piece of cartilage or something that basically leads to the inside of your ear, I guess. I think. I don't know. I haven't studied ears enough. I guess I should start. Good grief, I can't talk. Alrighty. Yeah, the inside of your ear is actually more down here, but whatever. Alright. So now we have an ear. Now we can start working on the rest of the face. We're gonna do the nostril here. That's actually where the nostril will exist. And then you got the nose. Kind of there. Hold on. So you got your nostril here. And your nose actually goes from there to like here. And kind of gives a little bit of a shadow. We'll worry about that shadow later. Now for now we're just going to focus on the eye. So here we have the eye. And for a side eye, for a profile facing eye, I'm actually going to do what I didn't do for the other eye. And that is add a lower eyebrow. One reason why I didn't do that for the front-facing eye is because if I do a lower eyebrow, it gives the appearance of bags under the eyes. But when you're drawing a profile eye view, it doesn't give that same effect. Sorry if I'm just casually drawing eyelashes. Everyone's got eyelashes, though. Whether you're a guy or a girl, you have eyelashes. Okay. And then the corner of your eye there. And from here, since this is the eye part, we're just going to draw that line there, and then, you know, your eyelid. There we go. And usually there's like a little corner thing there. Then from here we have the eyebrow, which I'm just gonna draw like that. And then I'm just gonna play with the design, because everybody's got different eyebrows. Again, rule of thumb, usually like that. Soft, I'm trying to give my character soft brows. Like a kind and gentle expression. I don't know, I don't think it's working. There. Okay, it kind of worked, yeah. And I'm actually just gonna move this. I can cheat using these tools. So usually that's where it belongs. And now I can just fix the rest of my drawing mistakes. The weird thing about pupils is when you're looking at them from a profile view, they actually seem to turn more into ovals. Unless that's just my experience, but... There we go. That looks pretty good. And then of course I'm going to grab this one and just do the basic hairline, which usually starts like right about there. Goes down the face like right here. Not always, sometimes. You know, my hairline actually... My hairline specifically ends like right here on my ears, so... And the hairline on the back of the head's also kind of weird, because your hairline does partly go down your neck. So you need to figure out where it starts at the back of your neck. And that's the basic side profile for the head. Not too shabby looking, if I do say so myself. And I'm not too terribly good at drawing heads, so I do say so myself. Alright, the next view that we are going to draw is the 3/4 view. The 3/4 view, again, is a diagonal mixture between front view and side view. Hence why it's called 3/4 view. And again, what we're going to do with the 3/4 view is we're just going to do a basic face shape like what we did with the profile and the front face view. Except when we actually go to draw out this face, things are going to look a little bit different. As you can see, I kind of have that first shape from the front face view, but I'm also adding a little bit of the profile view, where you have to know where the jaw is, and then you just curve it around the top of the head. Erase that line. Okay. I'm gonna erase this line here too. And this line. And then, kind of like what I did with the side view, I'm just gonna elongate the back of the head a little bit. Not so much that it looks alien, but just enough so that it actually looks natural. And on my screen, it definitely looks alien and unnatural, but from the recording screen, it looks really natural, which I'm happy about. I strive to look more natural. And of course, I'm also going to draw the neck on this one. Except with this one, I'm also going to add the shoulders. If I remember correctly, the shoulders, no cat. Shoulders go like this, because you also have to do the back of the head, so. And then you have the collarbones. Gonna fix this part here. There we go. And that muscle that I just drew right here usually is a muscle that connects from the collarbone where your sternum starts and connects up to this part of your jaw. So actually I'm going to straighten this out just a little bit more. There we go. I'm just fixing up the shape. Sorry if I'm really quiet while doing this. Anywho. Alright, stop focusing on the shape. Get to the actual drawing. Grr! Okay. So now we have the basic, shoulders, that kind of thing. There we go. This character might be a little bit more feminine. Effeminate, I believe, is the actual word, but I could be wrong. Alright, just stop worrying about the perfection. Grr! But I can't. It must be perfect. Okay, anyways. Drawing. I'm most certainly not a Bob Ross. Bob Ross is absolutely amazing, though. Love his artwork. Quite jealous by his artwork. And he really got some profound, I mean profound stuff. Like when he talks about shading and stuff like that, he's got some really, really profound stuff that he says. Anywho. So, from here... Oh, I don't think my character book has a 3/4 view drawing in here for faces. Does it? It does not. Oh, it does! Okay. Although the 3/4 view face looks kind of weird. Ah, this one's better. This one has a much better 3/4 view face. Okay. And mine's looking, the 3/4 view face that I'm drawing is looking a little bit more downwards. You could always draw it upwards or just straight forward facing. So from here, I'm actually going to get a darker color to separate the lines. So again, eyes are like here. Wow, those eyes look so much better than in my other drawings. Holy crap. And we're just going to do the nose here. And eyebrows. General rule for this face is because it's more downcast, everything has to follow more with these curves than anything. So I'm just going to draw the smile on there. Just general view. It's where everything is. And actually, I'm going to take this and draw this on a separate layer. So that this is the sketch layer. Locking that. This is the actual layer that I'm going to draw on. So here we have the face. And again, with how the front view is, you actually have a divot where the eyebrow is. And then it goes into the jawline. And not always, but usually there's like a bump for where the chin is. Not always. Again. Like I've said before, just focus on the person you're drawing and see how their face looks. But anyway, so this is your cheek going down to the chin. And then again, you have the eye here. Eyebrow that goes like right there. Hold on, I need to fix this eyeball. Eyeball that's like right there. And right there. Just giving a general shape so that you know where everything is. Okay. And I might be jumping the gun a little bit on drawing these eyebrows, but I really want to get the eyebrows out of the way. Also, 3/4 view eyebrows are just awkward. Because now you have to follow along with this invisible line that doesn't actually exist. Oops. There we go. And then you have the invisible line for the forehead. That goes into... Ah! Cat! This is why I told you you're not allowed to be on the desk. You knock everything over. Out of my way. Sit right there. Do not move from that spot. Butters is like, I don't understand. So, forehead-ish line. And then the nose. Butters, you better not be trying to chew on any wires. Hey! I see you. Don't be trying to chew on wires. Hey! I said stay over on that side of the desk. No, don't look at me like you're innocent. You're not innocent. You're not innocent in this. You know you're not innocent. Alright, anyways. Lower eyebrow, or eyelid. Again, I don't like drawing the lower eyelid on front-facing or three-quarter view eyes because it just looks like I'm drawing bags under the person's eyes. And no one deserves that. Okay. There's the eyelid. No. Stop. I understand that you want attention, cat. No. I love you, but stop. Off. Sorry, baby. You can say hi to people later, okay? I'm also jumping the gun with this. But why the heck not? I can jump the gun with certain things if I want to. This will give me a generalization for where I want the eye to be looking when I go to draw the other eye. Oh, that looks really awkward. The eye looked better before I tried to make it more round. Shoot. There we go. Oops. And then there's that. I like that. That looks nice. That looks very nice. So we're just going to kind of do the same with this other eye over here. Except I'm actually moving this eye to like right there so that it's not too distant away from the rest of the face. Ah, shoot. And if you have to while you're drawing, like turn the paper. Turn the paper so that you can do the lines a little bit better. Like, I'm going to show you one of my favorite cheats when I use this. I love to do this. Because this tool just makes it so much easier to draw curvy lines. Oh, shoot. Nope, stop. Hold on, I'm going to turn it this way, actually. Whoops. I went a little too far on that. There we go. And just fix it right again. And then we have the eyelid. The lower eyelid. Oh, crap. Again, I do not like drawing these lower eyelids because it makes the person look like they have bags under their eyes. There. Is that going to look awkward when I pull this away? Oh yeah, it's definitely going to look awkward. I need to move this eye. Question is, move it to where so that it doesn't look as awkward. I don't need to just move it, I need to angle it. Shoo! Better! Bless me. So glad I sneezed when I did. Whew! That looks about right. And then I just go in here with the whoops. Ah, whoops. There. Now the character looks like they're looking in almost the same direction. Okay, now I need to do the eyebrows on this eye. Or I should say eyebrow, sorry. Singular eyebrow. One eye does not have two eyebrows. It's just a singular eyebrow. Whoop. Ah, crap. Really? Perfectionist me again, going at it. Trying to make the eyebrow look natural and relaxed. Makes this eyebrow look like it's not as natural. That eyebrow looks like it's too long. Anywho. Okay, now we can do this. Looks awkward, I know, but trust me. Because sometimes, depending on the 3/4 view, you can actually see the other side of the person's nose. Like the other nostril. If that makes sense. Okay. There we go. 3/4 lips also look a little bit more awkward because now you got to deal with an actual poofy lip. Ignore those lines. Those are just my own lines. Alright. Now from here, hold on. Oof, that looks awkward. What can I do to fix this? See, that part looks fine. It's getting this exact angle that's the difficult part. Because with 3/4 view, you have to also play by the rules of both front-facing view and profile view. So actually, does that look better? Good grief. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Because this cheat fixes everything. There! That actually looks a lot better. Woohoo! But now the nose looks awkward. Ugh, good grief. Whoops. Hold on. Gotta give this nose a bit of a fixer-upper. Because no one's nose is ever this perfect, right? Oh, geez. Good lord, no. Okay. What can I do to fix this nose? I know what I can do to fix this nose. Get rid of this line. Now I just keep making this nose worse and worse. I'm trying to fix the nose so that it actually looks natural, like an actual nose, but no. It's like my nose doesn't want to look natural, it just wants to look like garbage. Garbage nose. Maybe I got rid of that line. Nope, that line, getting rid of that line did not help at all. There we go. Hold on. I can do this. Let's lower the opacity on this layer real quick. This is why it's important to draw with very light lines, so that if you mess up, and you need to go fix something, it's not going to be a pain for you to fix. If you need to erase something on your piece of paper that you're drawing on, and you're using really light lines, then you're not going to notice that you ever had something that you needed to erase. Trying to make the nose a little bit more rounded, but you know what? Does that nose look a little bit more natural? I can't tell. Okay, that nose looks a little bit more natural. I think from here I'm just going to leave it alone. Let's work on something else, because I'm getting frustrated. So again, from here we're going to work on the ears. Just in general, figure out where the ears go. Usually around the chin is where it starts, so... Oh, excuse me. Just focus on your subject. I cannot stress enough, whoever you're drawing, just focus on your subject and draw them the way that you see them. With a bit of your own style added on, of course. Because everyone has their own style when drawing people. As with me, I have my own style. I think my style has been made very clear. There we go. If we move back, all right. I'm just gonna fix up this head now so that it connects to the rest of the body. It does kind of awkwardly fit behind this ear. And then the neck comes out from under there. Shoot. Hold on. Whoop. I was wondering why my lines looked so light and awkward. It's because the opacity turned down somehow. Okay. Yes, Butters, now you can be in my lap. Up. Nope. No, don't bump my stylus. And again, I'm just going to turn this so I can have a better view of where the shoulders are supposed to go. That is a really thin neck. I realize that. Also, this style looks a lot more cartoony, but I cannot complain. Cat, no. So, same with the other two. Just going to add lines for where the hair would go. And, whoop, voila! There you have it. The 3 head views that most every artist should absolutely know. Can't believe it took me this long to get around to making a tutorial for this. But I'm quite proud of myself for making a tutorial in the first place. So anyways, this is how it's done. Oops, hold on. Since I drew a line there, I'm also going to draw a line right here. Just to kind of give that look. Alright. I'm happy with this. Now we can save this. Whoops! Oh, jeez. Face study. And save. Even though I saved it as a PSD, I could save it as a PNG if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna. Anywho, this is the end of the recording. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked, please like, comment if you want to see more, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and don't forget to splash the bell icon so that you never miss another video, and I will catch you all on the next wave. Bye bye!